The entire team at Emsolation want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. We want to recognise that we are recording and telling our stories on the stolen land of our country's first storytellers. We wish to pay our respects to all Wurundjeri elders and ancestors, and to extend that respect to any First Nations peoples who listen to Emsolation. We recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' continued connection to the land and waters of this country, and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be.
Rassiano
I don't know if that was a natural conclusion, but I'm bored.
and Michael Lucas.
I like it that in your gay world, if a man wants to hook up, he would shove a banana in his pocket.
This is Emsolation.
He sits down with sand in his mustache, wipes his face on a towel like he's Whitney Houston circa Bobby Brown.
That's right, crack is whack.
You're in Emsolation.
Hello there and welcome to Emsolation. My name is Rassiano. You still need that microphone, Michael.
I know, I'm turning it towards me. Also, is this like, you sound so far away from the phone for some reason?
It's because the speaker's on the side of my Bose, of my headphones. That's why. Okay, let's make this short and sharp. Thank you for coming. That's all for Emsolation this week.
You can have 3 photos.
Okay. It's already been a long year. Hello there and welcome to Emsolation. My name is Rassiano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, and neurodimension podcast. And together with my best friend since I was 11, award-winning screenwriter, Mr. Michael Lucas, I bring you this podcast every week. We are in absolute chaos. We are reduced to a phone call.
Yeah.
I own every piece of audio equipment known to man, but Michael is on the Gold Coast doing whatever the fuck Michael does. And we have been trying to get this going for 40 minutes. I'm sweaty. I came in such a great mood. I gave a really great motivational speech this morning, and I hate that woman I was 2 hours ago. Be
What was the
yourself.
subject of your speech? What was the theme of it?
The theme was, I gave it at a Montessori school, and the principal every year brings the teachers back a week early and he does something like a big surprise for them. Last year he took them to Luna Park and I was the surprise this year. And I'm like,
Really?
I know.
That's such a compliment.
I feel like I'm setting your staff up for a massive disappointment. So
No, I feel like time with you is much like the scenic railway at Luna Park.
yes, there's a lot of hanging onto the side and screaming when you're in a small room with me.
Yeah.
The theme was, so this guy is amazing. He's so one of us. He loves a theme. He picked be as his theme. Be good, be yourself, beware, behave, be like how in the many ways that be works. When I got there, they were making Taylor Swift style key rings with their B word. And
Right.
I sat down and before he brought me up in front of the staff, he presented a PowerPoint presentation of his time in New York over the break, set to Disney tunes, and he ran the New York Marathon. And the staff sat through that, and it was enthusiastic. And I loved him so much. And then I got up and I said to them, look, if someone's going to make you sit through their holiday snaps, that's how you want to have them presented to you. And yeah, I met a guy named Ned who was the PE teacher. And Ned was in every good stand-up routine, there's someone in the audience that you choose to be your whipping boy, you know, your Dave, so to speak, if you've seen my shows. And Ned, the PE teacher, looked exactly like a PE teacher. And I said to him, it was perfect, Ned, you look like the type of guy who would represent himself in court. And he said, I did last year. It was amazing. So the idea of my speech is, you know, my career changed when I was just myself, when I was unabashedly myself and leashed and unhinged and all the things, and having the kind of confidence to back yourself and be that version of yourself.
To quote unquote, be yourself.
Thank you. But then I noticed the entire room were women, bar Ned and some other guy. And perimenopause came up and I side bolted for 35 minutes and I made the men in the room, and there was only like 4 of them, sit through a TED Talk impromptu on perimenopause. And I got a standing ovation from the female teachers.
Oh, wow.
I know. So it was great. And you were late.
And then the day went to absolute shit.
You got the time zone difference wrong. I woke up this morning, Michael John Lucas, and I knew you were in Brisbane, Queensland, and I said, he's the one person I will not have to remind of the time difference.
I know.
And where were you when we called to record? Just paint the picture. Yeah, paint the picture. Yep.
I was. But, unbelievably, I was even more stupid because the problem was I remember the time difference, but I'd done it the wrong way. I thought, so it's midday for them, so that's 1 for me.
What?
Yeah. And I timed my whole day perfectly. I was executing it tick by tick by tick. It was great.
So if I found out I had to be on camera like half an hour ago, I would be panicking, but not this guy. He sits down with sand in his mustache, perpendicular hair, wipes his face on a towel like he's Whitney Houston circa Bobby Brown, and just
That's right. Crack is whack. I sprinted to get here, I'll have you know, in 33-degree heat, blaring sun.
Oh, shut up. That's just me going to the toilet on a Tuesday. Oh, anyway, all's well that ends well. What a time it's been.
Well, if only it ended well. But anyway, continue.
We still don't know. We don't even know if this is ever even going to go to air. The amount of Zoom's recording one aspect. We've got another program recording sound. We're on our phones. There's cameras here. There's a camera. There's a fucking webcam like it is. Remember that program on Google where you used to like Google chat roulette?
Yeah.
Where you... It feels very chat roulette for some reason. It was mainly just landing on... You're not wanking, so it's not chat roulette.
I'm staring into an overturned lampshade as well, directly into the bulb, because that is apparently the ideal lighting situation.
Okay, let's press on. And the irony is there's so much to talk about. And I said to Ben, we're going to need about 5 hours, but we need to make this as quick as possible because the first open heart surgery on an ear grown on a pig is going to be less complicated than putting this podcast together this week.
Yeah.
Don't think too hard about that analogy, by the way.
Open heart surgery on an ear grown on a pig.
Yep. That's how complex it is. I can't hear a thing because I'm wearing my Bose noise cancelling headphones.
Oh, look, I can't hear a thing. I am only getting... I know you said something about a phys ed teacher. I don't know what it was, but I think it was funny.
This is a disaster. Do I need to do that? Like, is that
That is amazing. You fixed it. Whatever you've done.
Is it what? So you're telling me what I...
This is brilliant. This is
brilliant?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is working for you?
You were down, you're in Ursula's cavern and I was on a boat on the ocean.
I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear you because I've taken my fucking headphones off and I'm holding them at my mouth. Wait, let me try something. Hang on, wait, let me try this. Oh my God. How about this? Is this good?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you not even hear
me? You're back to what you were before.
Okay, wait. What about that?
That's good. Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Great.
This could be... I'm excited for Emsolations because it feels like we're really close to the brink of something. I don't think it's going to be good. I think it feels like a spectacular sort of fiery conclusion to something.
Oh my God. I hope not. Let's talk about the Razzie nominations because they're happening on my 46th birthday, I'll have you know.
Oh, that feels, I'm not going to say appropriate, but it just feels pointed in a way.
Mm-hmm, indeed. And everyone will be happy to know that Madam Webb is a big winner/loser at the Razzies. And I was really I'm grateful that I did get to watch 65% of that movie. I got the vibes. I understood it.
We watched it together, remember?
We never finished it. We did not finish it.
I know. It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Absolutely terrible.
And you know what's been amusing me though? J-Lo has announced a new movie that's coming and she's getting around in these bedazzled, cobwebbed outfits and it's just giving Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's some spider theme to J-Lo's new film. What is it?
It's Kiss of the Spider Woman.
That's right.
It's an adaptation of a classic Broadway. No,
Yes.
it was a movie that was then. This is one of those situations where there was a movie, it was adapted into a Broadway musical, and now it's coming back to the movies as the musical adaptation. So like the Mean Girls situation over a longer period of time.
And the guy who did Chicago is doing it, right?
Bill Condon, Dreamgirls. He did contribute in some way to Chicago. He's more Dreamgirls, and he did the remake of Beauty and the Beast.
Okay. So, but Madam Web did get multiple nominations. I'm really hoping for a clean sweep for Dakota.
Yeah.
But there's one, John Voight got nominated for Worst Supporting Actor in 4 different films. Big year for John.
Yeah, God, I can't even say it. Megalopolis,
Yes.
Reagan, Shadowland, and Strangers. I don't even know, 2 of those films, I have no idea what they are.
Not a good sign considering how much pop culture we consume. Borderlands is one that really Kate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis wish they could sweep under the rug. In 2021, they filmed this. Kate Blanchett is a bounty hunter. It's from a video game, and she gets together a ragtag crew of misfits. Love it. They filmed it in COVID when they thought the world was going to end and they would never work again. In 2021, and it didn't come out until last year.
I know, insane. And then lost a phenomenal amount of money.
How have we not watched it? It has terrible reviews.
But you know what? I feel like with that one, Kate and Jamie were sort of very successful at sort of sweeping it out of public consciousness. It's very bad for their brand that they had such a big flop, and it was like it dematerialised or something.
I agree. I heard Kate Blanchett do an interview about it when she was on Keep It, and to hear Lewis and Ira try and say something nice about the film was it was art. They say podcasting isn't an art form, but I'll tell you right now, this was art, the way they were trying to make it a positive spin. And Kate wasn't even trying. Kate literally said, yeah, we filmed it in COVID. We never thought it would come out. But here I am, YOLO.
But imagine tracking all of Kate Blanchett's career. All of the Oscar-winning roles and everything. You finally get to interview her and it's for Borderlands. And you have to talk about
Oh, she was happy to talk about that for 10 seconds. She was so happy to talk about beekeeping for the rest of the time. So don't even worry about Kate Blanchett. The Oscar noms, though, have obviously come out. I was right, as usual. Cynthia Erivo nominated, correct. It feels correct. Ariana nominated. And what did we love? The photo that Ari posted because we knew she'd been hanging on.
She had. She told the story of how she used to dress up as Dorothy to watch The Wizard of Oz as a child, but she had not yet unleashed an image of it because she was waiting for that special moment.
Oh, I respect it so much.
I know.
Oh, I love it. I respect it. So Oscar noms.
Sebastian Stan got in, which I was very thrilled to see.
Yes.
I mean, I think the as predicted, the Bob Dylan movie has had a bit of a surge and done very well. In fact, the director of that got in, but not the director of Wicked, which is controversial. Well, to us anyway.
It should be. Timothée Chalamet performed hosting and musical duties on SNL and sung as badly as Bob Dylan. So, I mean, nailed it. Beautiful gowns, Timothée Chalamet.
It was
well done.
an impressive recreation.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, he impressively sung badly. I mean, I can do that. Is it impressive if you sing badly? If you mimic someone singing badly?
I thought the mimicry was really good, all right?
Okay, give me Fergie.
And also, in the movie, he also played instruments as well. Dylan's not such a bad guitarist.
I don't know. Is Bob Dylan a good guitarist? Zeke is nodding. Okay, yeah. Zeke is nodding, sure. No, and when Zeke nods and smiles, it means no, he's rubbish, but I don't want to upset other people. Zeke's a guitar nerd, so he knows good guitarists, and he did not go, yeah, for sure. Like, he's no Santana. He's no Surfing with the Alien. We won't go into Zeke and I talking about musicians because we'll be here all day.
But Oscars, it was a stellar showing for your absolute favourite movie of 2024, which was, of course, The Substance, which got 5. It's like one of the most nominated horror movies of all time.
I will actively boo every time that wins something. I will stand in my seat, put my hand in my heart and boo. It is a shit movie. It's shit. And I think it speaks to the shallowness of the pool that we are fishing in for movies of this year's Oscars. Take it and run, to me. Take your Golden Globe and run. Because this is wild. The her and Cynthia Erivo's names are even being spoken in the same breath.
Oh, it burns you.
It burns me. She's so good. And to me, it was just, honestly, it felt like a documentary at times.
And so now, of course, Emilia Perez becomes one of the most nominated foreign language films. I think it is the most nominated.
I've never hated a movie more that I haven't seen.
My question was, will you see it?
Out of
my
spite.
answer.
No. You know that I know I reference this episode of The Simpsons twice a week, but I don't know, it has nothing to do with this scenario. When Homer won't let Bart see the Itchy and Scratchy movie because he won't become Supreme Court Justice because he'll end up a stripper. I know, again, it's like the ear on the pig. Just don't look into that analogy too hard. But I will never see this film out of pure spite.
Okay.
Except...
I believe you, but I think there's, like, probably I'm saying in about 2034, you'll suddenly, like...
Penis to vagina.
That you've watched it.
Man to woman, woman to man, penis to vagina. See, I can sing badly. That's my only take. If that movie wins an Academy Award, penis to vagina, I mean, I can understand how you would watch Cynthia Erivo crescendoing on a broomstick.
No wizard that there is or was is ever gonna bring
singing about how the system is at fault and just hitting the most impossible notes. I understand how...
Men to woman, or woman to men.
man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
Penis to vagina is comparable. No, I get it. I mean, who's to say what is and isn't art? Me. And that is not art.
You say without having seen it.
Penis to vagina. That's the name of the...
Oh, God.
No, we can't call the episode
Well,
that.
you'll be sad to know that this year they have canned the performances of the original song, so you won't be seeing a live performance of that indelible
What do you
tune.
mean? No songs?
No, but okay, so that I think is devastating because you remember the classic performances. I mean, who could ever forget Bradley and Gaga singing Shallow or Madonna singing Sooner or Later? I mean, there's so many amazing songs, but there is some suspicion, have they cleared them all out so that they could give the space for Cynthia and Ariana to do a Wicked medley?
I would like to think so, but I doubt it.
Really? Well, also, because there's some speculation that they would be too nervous to do it, but I disagree. I reckon they're showbiz people to their core. And also, they've got they've got part 2 coming out. They've got to promote it.
But to me, it's wild we haven't seen them sing live for two such renowned live singers. And all this talk of how they sang live on set. The fact that they haven't been rolling them out like it's a child pageant... I would have had them singing every year. It's weird.
And
it's weird.
They ticked literally every other conceivable box of the marketing campaign. Everything.
We didn't get a song.
Down to gripping a fingernail.
Yeah.
And yet didn't do the most obvious thing to promote the actual show.
That's why I think there's something, I don't know, the fish is a bit off. We're smelling it a few times. What's going on? Get into it, Reddit. I'll meet you there in 10 hours.
Your animal analogies are getting stranger and stranger and stranger.
I'm waiting.
I don't know. What is the fish in this scenario?
Listen, I'm waiting for my Vyvanse to kick in and it will become very apparent when it does. But I took it late because when I give a speech, I like to be able to touch the inner stream that runs up and down in between my being. And if I can't just run my fingertips through the stream like I'm on a boat going down a beautiful river, if I can't touch the stream with my fingertips, then I don't give an authentic speech. So when I take my tablets, it makes me focused. So I don't take them when I have speeches. But so now you've just got me wandering untethered until the moment my Vyvanse kicks in, and then things will take a turn for the better or worse, depending on how unhinged you like.
Okay, so we're still very much in raw.
I'm raw. It's starting
raw dogging.
to I feel like it's starting to permeate my existence, the Vyvanse. I feel like it is starting to take root in the bloodstream. I'm feeling a bit calmer.
Good. Please continue to give us updates.
I will. Now, moving on. I don't know if that was a natural conclusion, but I'm bored. So I want to talk about Elio is starting school on Monday and I've stopped sleeping.
Already?
It's the most – I've never had any topic ever in my life, and there's been a few things, interrupt my sleep as much as Elio starting school is. I literally cannot shut my eyes until 2 a.m. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice there's been some late night musings.
I have noticed that.
Yeah, because I can't sleep. I cannot sleep. I got my sleep so good when I got on the right hormones and exercise and fucking melatonin and magnesium and it's a mad scientist lab at my house trying to get me to sleep, but it works. Again, bulls have been taken down. Rhinoceroses have been taken down with less than what I'm going.
Another animal analogy. Brilliant.
But I'm mixing.
We're going between marine life. We're going between African and savannah animals.
I'm a David Attenborough of analogies. That's who I am. Don't try and change me. What was I talking about?
You were talking about Elio starting school. How's his sleep?
He's fine.
He doesn't know what's about to hit him, I guess.
But he kind of does. Well, he said to me yesterday, I said, do you want to go down and visit? Because my mother-in-law lives down at the beach and Scott was going to take him down for the next few days because, it's all over. Then he's part of the system. And he said, no, I don't want to go. I want to spend my last few days with Mum before I go to school. Oh, that made me cry.
Yeah.
I've bought him so many bag charms. I'm really focusing on the wrong things. We've set up
What is a bag charm?
A little thing you hang off your bag to say you have personality.
Okay. Yeah.
It also, I guess the equivalent to the gay community, okay, another bad analogy coming up, is when you turn the bananas up a certain way, or maybe the hankies you wear at a gay...
We need to correct the bandanas, I think you mean. Although...
No, I meant bananas, but then I did switch to the bandana analogy. I did mean bananas initially, but then I realised the bandanas would work better.
I like it that in your gay world, if a man wants to hook up, he would shove a banana in his pocket.
He would put a bandana on a banana. Is what he would do. Anyway, it's like on his bag, he's got a Zelda charm. He's got a Mario charm, giving away cool nerd vibes. We're curating the charm so he can attract his people. The same way the gays do with the bananas and the bandanas. Please no one follow that analogy to its logical conclusion. It's like Sophie's Choice. I don't want to know. Okay.
Oh my God!
I don't want to know. Stop it. I don't want to know what their choice was.
It's true. All of that coding in gay culture was just so that people could make good friends.
Thank you. Thank you. How wholesome. Thank you for that. We've set up a whole station of drawers that just have socks, undies, uniform tops, his school bag, his school shoes, his book bag. It's all ready to go. So he just has to go to this one place to get all the school-related paraphernalia and get dressed. And then when he gets home, his little washing basket's right next to that. He puts it in there. And we've got all fresh new Sonic undies and fresh new socks. And I've labelled everything. So I'm trying to, keep him organised, keep me organised. But my main concern is for the last 6 years, he has been completely adored and encouraged to be his incredible self with no abandon. It's just go hard, son. and he's heading out into the world, and I ask that the world not crush the spirit of this incredible little boy, and I don't want the kids to tell him he's being weird, or he came in yesterday and I was doing my makeup and he asked for a full face, and without even, while he was holding a transformer and was just playing Sonic Frontiers on the, he does a bit of everything because he's been encouraged to, and I don't want that experimentation and freedom of expression to stop. But it's gonna, because school is so crushing.
I know. It is like a brutal system, isn't it? Like you get nestled at home with the people that love you most in the world, and then all of a sudden at 5 years old, 6 years old, you get brutally put in this pot of other children most of whom you don't even know. It's not exactly a comforting transition, but we survived.
Did we though?
Well, I feel like we got plenty of negative pushback before we even got to school.
We trained at the school of our mothers.
Some more than others.
Some would say.
That's right. Wait, the boomer mothers provided all the ferocity of a schoolyard for us.
Yeah. Some would say pre-military training, being raised by Jenny and Joe, and some would say school was a respite from what was happening at home. Not me. I wouldn't say that. Others might.
No, that's right. That's right.
My love for my son was no more evident than when I took him to a water adventure park for his 6th birthday over the weekend. I don't know if you saw me, but imagine sending a demented flamingo who's in perimenopause and doesn't like loud noises.
And hasn't slept. Let's not forget hasn't slept.
To a public adventure park on a long weekend.
Yeah.
That is love. That is love.
That is true love. I mean, if you had to think about where would you choose to not send someone with sensory issues, it's pretty hard.
Because everyone's like, how is Elio able to do the water slides? He's autistic, like my autistic son. And I said, you've got to understand, he is equal parts ADHD to autistic. And the hyperactive ADHD in him, he is a thrill seeker. Anything that is scary, he will throw himself into. So water slides, he loves it. But then what you need to understand about Elio is we took 7 pairs of bathers and 7 towels.
That's right, because he likes to change every time.
Yeah, once he's gotten out of the water activity, he must be immediately stripped down and put dry clothes on. If he's cold, on 40-degree days, he'll come out of the pool and he'll go and put on a winter coat with winter pajamas until all of a sudden about an hour later he'll throw it off like he's going to die and get back in the pool. So there's multiple changes of outfits at the water park. That happened. Don't worry about that. But no, we're spending our last few days before. I just feel like I'm going to be losing this version of him. So I'm trying to just take note of every little quirk and every little idiosyncrasy that he has, because my biggest fear, and I know it happens, is that he's going to feel like he can't be that person anymore when he's around other kids and the school system at large and society in general. So I am trying to just cling to and roll around in this glorious child, because, oh God, it makes me so sad. It's actually breaking my heart because I'm sending him off Monday and I'm saying goodbye to him, but I'm saying goodbye to him. I'm saying goodbye to this version of him. Oh my God, so dramatic. So I'm fine. I'm great. Everything's good.
But he won't, I mean, it's probably inevitable that he'll have to, there'll be some sort of masking or something that will start to develop with other kids, but it won't happen with you. That's unbreakable. He'll be himself with you.
I hope so. I do hope so. Anyway.
Definitely.
To all the parents whose children are starting prep next week, I am you. I'm with you. I will be sitting out front of the school. We're basically pre-recording all of the shows for next week, so I'm available at a moment's notice. Knowing this child, though, it can go out one of two ways. It will with Elio. It'll either be I'll be sent away and banished and he'll be fine, or it's going to be I'm basically going to have to buy a school uniform and do some kind of Adam Sandler style school takeover, just attend the classes with him. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't let my mother leave for the first few weeks of kindergarten. School I seemed to manage okay, but kindergarten she had to attend all the classes with me.
Oh my God. I love that. I love that. Before we head into the sealed section, in which we will be talking about Madonna's cryptic post, Newsreader 3 is upon us, and what else did we say?
Wild Robot.
Wild Robot. Oh! I saw a lot.
Academy Award nominee,
I
Rob.
finally watched one. It was so good. Pedro Pascal as the Camp Fox was life-changing. That's all coming up in the sealed section. Before we go, though, I forgot. Oh, yeah. 3 a.m. this morning, our Lady Gaga
Announced her album title.
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
I can't find my button
Perfect.
board.
Perfect.
Good for her.
Mayhem, the rock incarnation of Gaga, is coming March 7th. Feelings, thoughts,
Yes.
emotions.
Oh, look, you and I were true believers with Disease. I think now the narrative is that single didn't really connect and didn't quite.
But it's not
It was
even
a
on
bit
the
over-
album.
Disease.
The only track listed on the album is Die With a Smile. If you go into the
Really?
pre-save options, unless it says track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5, la la la, track 10, Die With a Smile, Bruno Mars. So I don't know what's happened to this Disease. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe she's just not acknowledging it as the first single. I don't know. But it was weird. Surely it's on there. I'm
But
excited.
we were true believers. I love that
I love
song.
it. See, I can do
know.
Bob Dylan doing Gaga.
Gaga is also nominated for a Razzie Award, and I'm not going to say that is not fair. She was absolutely fine as Harley Quinn. The movie might have been misconceived. She was fine. Justice. Leave Lady Gaga alone.
Can
as
I
far as
tell
I'm
you,
concerned.
as an artist, I love it when people describe my performances as absolutely fine. To me, that is the pinnacle, the crescendoing of a successful artistic endeavour.
Yeah, that's right.
She
That's what you
was-
aim for.
Fine. Just like I'm sleeping well, Gaga was great in Folie à Deux. I still haven't seen it. That's another one on my will not watch out of spite list. Folie à Deux.
But also, I'm very excited about Gaga, but also I'm incredibly conscious of the fact that Beyonce said she was going to make an announcement and she understandably delayed it for the fires. But I feel like we're at a point now where, come on, I need to at least get a new date or something.
It's a tour.
I just feel like it's a tour.
Yeah. Did you see
But
all
is it-
those articles about venues accidentally posting?
Yes, accidentally posted. I did see those. We're on the exact same Beyonce-focused algorithms. But is it like it could be a? Oh, look, I'm excited enough by a tour, but would it be a tour maybe with an album as well? Who knows? But I just want to know, or I want to know when I will know.
I want to know when I will know. That is the title of my next book. Well, that's enough because this has been, I've been, for those of you who aren't doing the visual this week, I am clutching my Bose noise cancelling headphones to my mouth so that Michael can hear me. That's what's been going on. Imagine if you have no idea. If you're just listening, you won't understand the chaos that's happening backstage at Down the Hill Studios. We're going to be moving into the sealed section where we're going to be talking about the stuff I said before I can't remember. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully the Vyvanse kicks in soon. I don't know when, but clearly not for this episode. Make sure you subscribe because fucking hell, I put out so much for free. Give this bitch your $4 a month. What else are you going to do with it?
Not even that.
I'm honestly, I don't know what else I can do. I love you all so much and you love me. Don't buy a coffee. Put it into M's fucking shit here stuff. What a sell. Hand
That
me.
is, that's the pre-Vyvanse
Yeah.
hardcore sell of
In
insulation.
20
extras.
years' time, the Harvard Business School will play this footage and be like, this woman was onto the hard sell through just telling the fucking truth.
Imagine if you wake up tomorrow 8,000 new subscribers.
Oh my god.
I mean, just subscribe. Stop putting money into people like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and fucking...
I would love to see a profile of the person who's sitting there with their $4 thinking Donald, Elon, or M.
Edit out the last two names I said, but leave in me saying edit it out. But take out the names, but leave in me saying edit out the people I said people should stop investing in.
Okay.
Okay, but leave in me telling you to edit it out. You all can guess. And if you know me, you will know exactly the names of the two men I said.
Is there really any mystery?
Oh, maybe with those two. Anyway,
it could be more domestic figures that you
Just
chose.
subscribe. Just fucking do it, mate.
7-day free trial.
7-day free trial. Oh, God, I'm sick of giving stuff away for free.
Right?
Bye.
Here's a sample of this week's episode of The Sealed Section, available every week on our premium service, Emsolation Extra. Access it now with our 7-day free trial. You can cancel anytime at emsolation.supercast.com.
It's Emsolation Extra. Welcome to The Sealed Section. What a great time to be an Emsolator. Michael, the newsreader, season 3 is premiering next week. How are you feeling? How are things going behind the scenes? You're doing the press run this week?
I am, yes. Me and Anna Torv and director Emma Freeman from Gold Coast Radio will take on the nation.
I can't wait. Of course, Anna's going to be on the show. That will be coming out next week. Haven't decided which day. We've got Sam Reed coming in. You know, I've done a spruce moose. I cleaned like we were having company over for Saturday night dinner. Like I am a boomer.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Tell you what, that's how you know he's on the A-list.
You should see, you're not going to recognize when you walk in. Everything's put away. We no longer have a junk room. Every house has a designated junk room. I even cleaned the storage cupboard downstairs. So now there's only one junk room to do, and I'm going to clean the kitchen. But Sam is going to be, and we're going to pretend like it always looks like this, like you do when your mum cleans the house for when visitors come over. Always looks like this. What are you talking about?
I doubt very much he would have wandered in and seen a few boxes of merch and turned around and strode back out or anything like that.
I would. We've been getting a lot of listener questions for Sam.
Yes.
Some of them, quite frankly, fucking unhinged. Some of you need to just have a bit of a nap on the Sam Reed topic. I feel like there were some interlopers who got in on the questions. I don't think any of the Emsolators would have sent some of the inappropriate questions.
No, it is absolutely. It's circled round to many dark and distant corners of the internet. So
didn't it? Now for season 3, can you give us, just set the scene? What's going on? We're coming in, set the scene for what we need to have in our mindset, in our heart, in our soul when we watch Ep 1 next week. Yeah.
Well, we've gone to 1989. That already is extremely exciting to you and me in particular. What a year culturally, and not just because Taylor Swift was born. I know if you're younger, that's all you're thinking about. But if you lived it as we lived it, it was apart from anything else the year of Madonna's Like a Prayer, which of course we could not afford to license. But we refer to it.
How much would it have been to license? Like how much? What are we talking?
Well, Deadpool and Wolverine got there, but did you hear that Hugh and Ryan themselves had to go around to Madonna's house and like play the scene and explain it all to them? And then even then they probably paid $5 million or something. I don't know what.
I just want to say the latest developments on the Ryan Reynolds, Justin Baldoni situation again. I know I said to you last week it couldn't get any wilder. How you across the Candace Owens.
Emsolation with M. Rossiano is recorded at Down the Hill Studios. Hosted by M. Rossiano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley. Produced by M. Rossiano. Edited by Ezekiel Fenn with videos by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wasley, M. Rossiano and Marcella Rossiano Barrow with assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. You'll find links to get more Emsolation on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast. And thanks for listening. We can't wait to chat with you again soon.